Jet lag. We've all had it, we all hate it, but most of us don't know how to beat it.
There is nothing worse than saving up for your big dream trip only to spend every night tossing and turning, sleeping through the day, and just generally being a grouch because you didn't get your beauty sleep.
I'm Marko.
I'm Alex.
And you are watching Vagabrothers, your go-to guide for travel tips, inspiration, and vlogs here on YouTube. We were raised by a flight attendant who spent her whole career eating jet lag for breakfast, and we do quite a bit of jet setting ourselves.
So in this video, we're gonna share our 14-point plan to help you dominate jet lag. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on notifications, and share this video with your travel buddies.
Get ready to arrive rested. This is how to beat jet lag before it beats you.
First things first, what is jet lag? Let's have Professor Marko explain.
I'm glad you asked. Jet lag is a physiological condition resulting from the alteration of the body's circadian rhythms as a result of rapid, long-distance transmeridian travel.
Put simply, it's when you fly across too many time zones for your body clock to adjust. If you fly east, you can't sleep. And if you fly west, you wake up super early. And the more time zones you cross, the longer it takes your body to readjust. About 2/3 of a day per time zone.
For example, were you to travel from London to Shanghai, you would cross 7 time zones, resulting in jet lag that would endure approximately 4 days. However, were you to travel this exact same distance, London to Cape Town, you would remain in the same time zone and therefore suffer no jet lag. Make sense? Splendid.
Luckily, there are a few simple steps that you can take, starting with understanding your circadian rhythm, commonly known as your body clock, your natural pattern of going to sleep and waking up.
Your body clock is set by 2 things, natural light and the hour at which you eat. Keep those principles in mind, follow these tips, and you'll be adjusted in no time.
Start before you fly by adjusting your body clock while you're still at home. 3 days before your trip, calculate the time difference between home and your destination. Then adjust your sleep schedule gradually before your trip. Ideally about an hour a day, but even 30 minutes makes a big difference. Shh, word to the wise. If you're flying east, you have to wake up earlier. If you're flying west, you get to sleep in a little bit.
If you have work in the morning, sleeping in might not be an option, so try adjusting your meal time instead. If you really want to be precise, you can use the website jetlagrooster.com, which allows you to plug in your destination, the time of your flight, and will give you a detailed hour-by-hour recommendation on whether you should seek sunlight or sleep for up to 3 days before your flight and after until you're adjusted.
When it's time to choose your flight, make your flight work for you. For longer distance flights, taking an overnight flight, also known as a red-eye, can help you adjust to jet lag faster because it's dark when you fly, allowing you to sleep on the flight, and it's generally light when you arrive, allowing you to take advantage of that first day in your new destination.
Number 3, schedule a layover. Another idea is to schedule a layover halfway to your destination to allow your body to acclimate little by little. Now, this is not always a practical suggestion, but Iceland in particular makes a convenient stop between Europe and North America. And airlines like Iceland Air allow you to make a stopover in the country for up to a week at no extra charge. That is, if you can afford a week in Iceland on top of your vacation.
If you're flying for business, see if your company can upgrade you to business class so you can sleep more comfortably on the flight. If not, see if you can just arrive a day or 2 early so you can adjust before that big meeting.
Even if you're just going on vacation, allow yourself some time to recover. Don't plan too much for the first few days. Let yourself get settled into your new destination so you're not crossing things off your bucket list while you're super groggy.
Also, make sure that you've packed your anti-jet lag essentials. Earplugs, an eye shade, a refillable water bottle, and melatonin, an over-the-counter natural sleep aid that will come in handy later.
Okay, now we're ready to fly. An easy method is to adjust your watch the second you get to the airport.
Dude, like, what's a watch? You mean this thing?
Sure, vagabrosif. The point is to mentally transport yourself to your destination the second you hop on the plane. Before you drink a cup of coffee or take a nap, think about how that would affect you if you were there already.
I might not have a watch, but like I totally know how to follow the Vagabrothers on Instagram and turn on notifications. So what are you doing out there? And once you arrive, quit your moaning about how late it is back home. It'll only take you out of the moment and make you tired. Just focus on adjusting your body clock to the local time.
Number 7, don't sleep on the plane. Now we come to a contentious suggestion that you probably shouldn't take a nap on the plane.
But Brez, I just want to sleep. Me and this little gnome got after it last night. Totally raged. Aw.
We get you, vagabrosif. When we used to live in Spain, our pre-flight ritual was to go out partying all night, take a taxi to the airport, and then pass out on the flight all the way back home to California. Alas, science has proven us wrong on various fronts.
Unless you're on a red-eye flight, going to sleep could throw you off worse than if you just stayed awake. But you already used Jetlag Rooster to find out if you should go to sleep or stay awake, right?
Either way, modern planes make dealing with jet lag a lot easier. The Airbus A380 and the Boeing 787 have LED lights that simulate the local time at your destination. So if you see the lights go dark, that's probably a good time to catch some Z's.
The best thing to do during the flight is to drink tons of water. The pressurized cabin air really dehydrates you, and even though modern planes have made some improvements for that, it's still pretty bad. So even if you're offered free booze or coffee, just stick to water and keep drinking it. It's really good to have a refillable water bottle of your own, which you can bring onto the flight so you're not nagging the flight attendant for a tiny little cup of water every half hour.
Once you arrive, no matter what you do not take a nap. As tempting as it may be, taking a nap will actually make it harder to adjust to jet lag. Instead, try staying up until 9 p.m. at least.
A better strategy is to go for a run right when you land. I'm not talking about like in the airport right when you land, but once you get situated, go outside, go for a jog. It's gonna give you some energy, it's gonna help you sleep better that night, and it's a great way to get your bearings in a new city. Out on your jog, find some cool spots to check out the next day, but make sure that you don't go running too late because it could make it hard for you to go to sleep that night.
Your body clock adjusts based on changes in natural light, so catching a sunrise or a sunset will be an automatic cue for your body to figure out what time it is.
Lame, but proven by experts. Another counterintuitive tip is to avoid alcohol and caffeine because those are both proven to hurt your quality of sleep.
However, I'd make a personal amendment to the last rule. If you're gonna drink alcohol or caffeine, work with jet lag, not against it. That is, if you fly east and you're having trouble going to sleep, hit the town. And if you fly west and you wake up early, go for a morning run and then drink a coffee.
Sometimes we get frustrated when jet lag throws us off, but we forget that it can be a good thing. It keeps us up past our bedtime if you're kind of a grandparent like me, or it'll make you an early bird for once. Whatever it is, just roll with it.
If you're still having trouble going to sleep, try doing some nighttime yoga or taking a natural sleep aid like melatonin. It's a hormone found naturally in the body that helps regulate sleep cycles. It's available over the counter and doesn't have the nasty side effects of prescription strength sleeping pills.
Lastly, eat right. Have a meal when the locals do, even if you're not hungry. Start your day with a high protein breakfast, which is gonna give you a ton of energy. Swap out heavy meals for little snacks throughout the day and avoid high-fat dinners, which are hard to digest and can make it difficult to fall asleep.
Those are our tips for beating jet lag. What are yours? Share your own comments, tips, questions in the comment section. And if you have an idea for a future video, email us a short clip at submissions.vagabrothers@gmail.com for a chance to be featured in an upcoming video.
If you like this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up, share it with your travel buddies, hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our videos. And in the meantime, remember, stay curious, keep exploring, and we will see you on the road, hopefully dominating jet lag, because jet lag sucks.
eats pieces of jet lag like you for breakfast.